Hi, I'm Karen and I'm with Yoga for the Peaceful. And in this practice today, we're going to be looking at ways to open our shoulders and our neck, just readying them for any activity we might be pursuing, and also just for general good health. This is a 15-minute video, and prop-wise, you're going to want a mat and 2 blocks, maybe a blanket. So if you need to run get those things, go ahead and pause the video and come back when you're ready. Let's start by coming to a comfortable seated position. You can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit with your feet one in front of the other on the floor, or you can do what I'm doing and just tuck one foot on top of a thigh. And let's start, hands on the knees, closing the eyes by just finding our breath. Pulling the kneecaps in towards the spine and letting the spine lengthen. Tucking the chin just a little bit. And as you breathe, let each inhale lengthen the spine. And with each exhale, keeping that length, feel yourself ground through your sit bones, those 2 bony protrusions that are connecting you to your mat. Find a softness in the face, letting the skin fall away from the bone. And let the breath slow even more. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And find an even deeper place of relaxed breath. And let's start with giving the neck a little bit of love. You can keep the eyes closed, or you can open the eyes if you'd like. Take your right hand and bring it over right above your left ear. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder and let your arm hang heavy. Drop the left shoulder down and create a lot of expanse on the left side of your neck. Breathe into the stretch and let everything fall off the neck and the shoulders, any stress or holding. And now lift your hand up just a little, kind of leave it hovering over your head, and point your nose down at your right shoulder. Take the hand back to your head. It's now going to be kind of between the ear and the back of the head. And just kind of pull gently so that the nose is moving towards the right shoulder. You'll feel the stretch move around kind of 3/4 of the way on the neck. And enjoy the breath here. Now let's go ahead and hover the hand again. Take your nose straight down towards your heart. Interlace the fingers on the back of your head. Let the elbows come towards each other a little bit and hang heavy. Really tucking the chin and breathing into the back of the neck. Letting your breaths be equal in length and really luxurious. Nice long breaths. And then let's take that nose and point it down towards the left shoulder. Take the left hand kind of behind the ear, and again, giving that head a gentle tug towards the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder down, breathe into the expanse of the right side of the neck. Again, letting go of any holding, any tension. And then let's take the left ear straight towards the left shoulder. Hand, this time the left hand's gonna be right above that ear. Let the arm hang heavy. Letting the breath move freely in and out of the right side of the neck. And then use an inhale to slowly bring the head back up. Maybe making some half circles on the front of the body. And coming back up to center. So one style of yoga that we practice at Y4P is called Yin. Yin is a very sedentary, meditative practice. Physically, it's working our interconnective tissues. So we're very focused on fascia and ligaments. So we're going to do a yin pose called Stuck in the Mud that's intended to kind of loosen and open up our shoulders. So let's start by coming onto our belly on our mat. And you can rest on your right temple, bring your arms along your sides, take a couple breaths here. And then take your right arm and bring it straight out from the shoulder like you're kind of going to play airplane, and turn the palm towards the sky. Take the left hand directly under your left shoulder as though you're going to do a push-up. As you inhale, press with the left hand, lift the left leg and set that left foot right behind your right knee. Let the head hang heavy towards the floor. Try to keep that right arm straight out from the shoulders. And you can take the right leg and slowly bend the knee as you kind of draw the knee up the mat until it's coming straight out from the hip. Use the throttling of the press into that left hand to get more stretch into that right shoulder or less. And relax here we're going to relax here actually for a couple minutes. And if you need to, you can always set something under your head if it feels a little like too much angle. You can put a blanket under the head. Breathe into that right shoulder. As you take your breath there, feel as though you're just creating space. That dense mass of bone and muscle starts to feel really expansive, really spacious as you bring your breath there. You can feel the shoulder blades retracting onto the back, and let the neck be relaxed and soft. You can close your eyes and just let yourself relax here. Just marinate in the pose. With any yin pose, if it invites you to go deeper, always accept the invitation. But if you feel numbness or pain, back out of the pose a little bit until you feel those sensations go away. The key elements of a yin pose are to find your edge, to find stillness in body and mind, and to hold for time. And very slowly, go ahead and extend the right leg, start to roll on the belly. Extend the arms along your sides and let's rest on the left temple. Take a few breaths here. Just let everything go. Everything collapsing down into the earth. And let's go ahead and move to the other side. So this time, we'll take our right hand under our right shoulder, and our left arm is going to come straight out from the shoulder with the palm facing up. As we inhale, we'll press into that right hand, roll ourselves on our left side, take the right foot behind the left knee, and let that left knee kind of reach up on the mat until that thigh is coming straight out from the hip. Again, you can see my left hand here. Bring that left hand straight out from the shoulder as much as you can. You start to lose the effectiveness of the pose if the hand kind of pulls down to the hip. Press as much as you can into the right hand. Find your edge, and then just let your mind and your body settle into the pose. Take your breath into any place where you feel constriction, probably the left shoulder. Now let's go ahead and come out of the pose from this side. We'll bring our legs down the mat, roll to the belly, extend our arms along the sides, and just take a couple breaths here. Let everything relax. Really let your shoulders draw heavy towards the earth. Another breath here. And then bring both your hands under your shoulders and just gently press yourself to your knees. And then ultimately, and I'm just going to turn on my mat so you can see me, we're going to come onto our knees with our toes curled under as much as we can. You can even use your hands to curl them under a little bit more. We're really working the shoulders and the neck, but our feet, as much work as they do every day, don't tend to get a lot of extra love. So this toe stretch, this foot stretch is really good for them. So while we're here, we're just going to get a little added benefit. If at any point during this set of postures, it's a little too much strain on the toes, go ahead and relax the toes, uncurl them, and just sit back on your heels. So let's bring our arms straight in front of us like we're holding a beach ball. Take your right elbow and set it on top of the left. Bring your hands to touch. And if that's a little out of your practice today, you can just take your right forearm with your left hand. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you do, lift your elbows out and up. And exhale, bring them back in. Using that inside elbow, the right elbow, pull the elbows towards your right shoulder as you look down over your left shoulder. Feeling that nice broadening of the shoulder blades on your back. Bringing your breath into any place where you feel holding or constriction. And on an exhale, bring the arms back to center. Let's switch arms. So leave your right arm just like it is, and then set the left arm inside. Bring palms to touch if that's in your practice. Inhale, elbows come out and up. Exhale, they come back to the heart. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, take your elbows in front of the left shoulder as you look down over your right shoulder. And exhale, bring the hands to center. And then go ahead and bring your hands back to the mat and tap out your toes. And then let's go ahead and come into a downward facing dog. Just get a nice long stretch through the left side body and the right side body. Move in any way that your body is suggesting would feel good right now. And then come back onto your knees. Bringing your knees mat distance or less apart for child's pose, whatever's comfortable. Go ahead and sink back on to your heels. We're going to use a couple blocks and we're going to place them at the front of the mat in a V shape so that when we come down we can take our forearms to the blocks. The forehead is going to rest on the mat just like you normally would during child's pose, but these blocks are just going to give a little lift to our shoulders, a nice relaxed opening. Let the sit bones come back as much as possible over the heels and then just relax. When we're working the interconnective tissues, we're looking for long, slow holds. That enables the ligaments to loosen and release. It helps us work the fascia. Those deep yin, subtle places within the body, so important for any physical activity. And then as you're ready, gently press up on the forearms, work your hands back towards your body. You can move your blocks out of the way and come back to a seated position. You can end with a Shavasana if you'd like to lay back down on your mat. You can just close your eyes here and take a few breaths. Noticing the energy movement after your practice now in your arms and your shoulders and your neck and your head. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and continuing back with your day. Namaste.